Hello everybody, how are you? Today we are going to talk about lesson 4, multiplying and dividing integers. Exercise 4, multiplying and dividing integers. Find the result of each of the following. Negative 7 multiply 3 equal negative 3 times 7 equal 21. Negative multiply positive equal negative. 0 multiply negative 7 equal 0. Negative 4 multiply negative 3 equal 12. Because negative multiply negative equal positive. The absolute value of negative 12 multiply 9 equal 12 multiply 9. 2 times 9 equal 18. 8 and the carry of 1. 1 times 9 equal 9 plus 1 equal 10. The result will be 108. Negative absolute value of 10 equal negative 10. Multiply negative 3. The result will be 30. Because negative multiply negative equal positive. Letter K. The absolute value of negative 2 in parentheses multiply 17. The result will be positive because the absolute value of negative will be positive. So the result will be 2 multiply 17 equal 34. Negative 35 divided 7 equal negative 5. Because positive negative divided positive equal negative. 35 divided 7 equal 5. So the result will be negative 5. 3 multiply negative 8 equal negative 24. Because positive multiply negative equal negative. 3 multiply 8 equal 24. So the result will be negative 24. Negative 6 multiply 2 equal negative 12. Because negative multiply positive equal negative. 2 times 6 equal 12. Negative, the absolute value of negative 6 equal negative 6. Multiply the absolute value of negative 3 equal 3. So the result will be negative 18. Negative multiply positive equal negative. 3 times 6 equal 18. The absolute value of 0 multiplies the absolute value of 5 equals 0. Because absolute value of 0 equals 0. 0 times 5 equals 0. Negative, the absolute value of 2 subtract 5 multiplies the absolute value of negative 17. Negative 2 minus 5 equal negative 3. The absolute value of negative 3 equal 3. Multiply the absolute value of negative 17 equals 17. So the result will be negative 3 times 7 equal 21. Write 1 and the carry up 2. 1 times 3 equal 3 plus 2 equal 5. So the result will be negative 51. Negative is the absolute value of negative 4. The result will be negative 4. Multiply negative 28. Because the absolute value of negative 28 equal negative 28. So the result will be positive because negative multiply negative equal positive. 4 times 8 equals 32. Equals 32, right? 2 and carry out 3. 2 times 4 equal 8. 8 plus 3 equal 11. So the result will be 112. Negative 24 divided negative 8. Negative divided negative equal positive. 24 divided by 8 equal 3. Complete the following and mention the property with used. Letter A. Negative 15 multiply 1 equal negative 15. Negative 15 multiply 1 equal negative 15. Identity of multiplication. Five multiply negative 7 multiply 8 equal 5. Multiply negative 5 negative 7 multiply 8 in brackets. This property is called assistive. Assistive property. Negative 2, negative 8 multiply 2 equal 2 multiply negative 8. We're using commutative property. Zero multiply negative 2 equals 0. Multiplying by 0. Negative 3 multiply 5 plus 2 equal negative 3 multiply 5 plus negative 3 multiply 2. Distributive property. Distributive property. Question number 3. Choose the correct answer. Negative 36 divided negative 4 equal 9. Negative divided negative equal positive. 36 divided 4 equal 9. Negative 32 divided by 8 equal negative 4. 72 divided negative 6 equal negative 12. Positive divided negative equal negative. 72 divided by 6 equal 12. If x equal negative 12, y equal 3, then x divided y equal negative 12 divided by 3 equal negative 4. 0 divided negative 12 equals 0. Complete given that A belongs Z, B belongs Z, and C belongs to Z. B multiply A equal A multiply B. It was commutative property. A multiply B multiply C. A multiply B in power 5 multiply C equal A multiply B multiply C in power 5. This property is associative. Associative property. A multiply 1 equal A multiply 1 or 1 multiply A equal A. Identity of multiplication. Identity of multiplication. A multiply 0 equal 0 multiply A equal 0. Multiplying by 0. A multiply B plus C equal A multiply B plus A multiply C. Closed distributive property. Complete the following. 5 multiply 0 equals 0. Absolute value of negative 25 equal 25 multiply 1 equal 25. The quotient of negative 36 divided negative 9 equal 4. Absolute value of negative 24 divided negative 8 equal negative, because the absolute value of negative 24 equal 24 divided by negative 8 equal negative. Positive divided negative equal negative. 24 divided by 8 equal 3. If x equal negative 2, y equal 3, then the value of 4 multiply x multiply y equal 4 multiply negative 2 multiply 3. The result will be negative. 2 times 4 equal 8. 8 times 3 equal 24. Negative 1 power 100 divided -1 power 101. -1 power 100 equal 1, divided by -1 power 101 equal -1. Because the power here is even number, so the result will be positive. And -1 power to 101. 101 is good number, so we can write the sign behind 1. So the result will be 1 divided -1 equal -1. -5 plus 3 divided by 2 equal -5 plus 3 equal -2. Divided by 2 equal -1. If x over 3 equal 5, then x equal 15. 3 times 5 equal 15. If x equal 6 and y equal 2, then x over y equal, we can write 6 over 2. Let x equal 6 and y equal 2. So the result will be 3, because 6 divided by 2 equal 3. Letter G. The absolute value of x divided -2 equal 8, then x equal space or space. We must know this result will be 8. So 2 times 8 equals 16. So x will be 16 or -16. Okay, again, the result about x divided -2 equal 8. So x divided -2, look at with me here, x divided -2 equal 8, or x divided -2 equal -8. So you can write the result by multiply. -2 times 8 equal -16, or x will be -2 multiply -2 equals 16. 0 multiply -11 equals 0. 5 multiply -4 equal -20. -8 multiply 1 equal -8. -131 multiply -3 equal positive. 3 times 1 equal 3. 3 times 3 equal 9. 3 times 1 equal 3. -6 in parentheses multiply -2 in parentheses. Negative multiply negative. Positive. Positive times negative equal negative. 2 times 6 equal 12. 2 times 15 divided -5. 2 times 15 equal 30. Divided -5 equal -6. -32 divided by -4 equal 8. 8 divided -2 equal -4. Again, -32 divided -4 equal 8. Divided by -2. It's brackets, okay? The result will be -2. So 8 divided -2 equal -4. 12. Subtract 42 divided by -6. 42 divided by -6 equal -7. So 12 subtract -7. The result will be 12 plus 7. The result will be 19, because negative multiply negative equal positive. It's okay. 48 divided -6 equal -8. -8 plus 5 equal -3. Multiplying any integer by 0 equals 0. The product of any negative integer and positive negative integer is a negative integer. Okay, look at this face. Positive times positive equal positive. Negative multiply negative equal positive. Negative multiply positive equal negative. Negative times negative equal positive. Okay, look at this face when you want to find the result about an example in integer. The product of two positive integer or two negative integer is negative. Negative times negative equal positive. Positive times positive equal positive. So positive. The multiplying natural element in Z equals 0, or 1 is 1. The multiplying natural element in Z is 1. but the additive natural element in z equals 0. If x multiply y equal x and x not equal 0, then y equal 1, because 1 times x equal x. If x multiply y plus z equals 0 and x not equal 0, then x plus y equals 0, because x multiply 0 equals 0. Negative 2 multiply negative 2 equal negative 2 multiply negative 3 equals 6. Okay. Negative 5 multiply negative 3 equal 15. Negative times negative equal positive. 3 times 5 equal 15. Negative 7 multiply 0 equals 0. Negative 9 multiply 1 equal negative 9. 6 multiply what equal 8 times negative 3. We know 8 multiply negative 3 equal negative 24. So 6 multiply negative 4 equal negative 24. If a equal 5, b equal negative 2, then a multiply b equal 5 multiply negative 2, so the result will be negative 10. You must choose the answer with this choosing. Okay, 6 and negative 3, 0, 1, negative 4, negative 10. Write the suitable less than or more than or equal to. Pay attention about this example, okay? 25 times negative 4 equal negative 100. 25 times 4 equal 100. The absolute value of negative 4 equal 4. 4 times 25 equal 100. So you write less than. The absolute value of negative 10 equal 10. 10 times 70 equal 700. 30 times the absolute value of negative 10 equal 10 times 30 equal 300. 300 and 700. We can write more than. Negative 15. Negative 15 divided by 3 equal negative 5. Negative 5 more than negative 7. Negative 8 and negative 49. Negative 49 divided 7 equal negative 7. Negative 7 more than negative 8. So you must write this sign then. Okay, negative 8 is then negative 7. 72 divided by 8 equal 9. Absolute value of negative 80 divided 10 equal 8, because the absolute value of negative 80 equal 8. Equal 80. 80 divided 10 equal 8. So 9 more than 8. Negative 66 divided the absolute value of negative 6. It will be negative 66 divided by 6 equal negative 11. 30 divided by 5 equals 6. So we must write less than, because negative 11 less than 6. Negative 5 times 100 equal negative 500. Negative 5 multiply by absolute value of negative 100 equal negative 500. The absolute value of negative 100 equal 100. 100 times negative 5 equal negative 500. 27 plus negative 27 equals 0. 0 times 8 equals 0. Absolute value of 15 plus negative 16 equal negative 1. The absolute value of 15 equal 15 plus negative 16 equal negative 1. So the result will be negative 1. Multiply the absolute value of negative 8. Absolute value of negative 8 equal 8. 8 multiply negative 1 equal negative 8. So 0 will be more. In this example, negative 500 equal negative 500. Negative 48 divided by 8 equal negative 6. Negative 6 is then 9. Negative 63 divided by 9 equal negative 7, because 7 times 9 equals 63. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So negative 7 is then 6. Absolute value of negative 35 equals 35 divided by 5 equals 7. 49 divided by negative 7 is absolute value. The result will be 7. 49 divided by 7 equals 7. So we must write equal to. Absolute value of negative 81 divided by 9 equal 81 divided 9 equal 9. Negative 54 will be 54 because we find the result in absolute value. Absolute value, the absolute value of negative 54 equal 54. 54 divided by 6 equal 9. So we must write equal to. Find the value of x in each of the following. 8 multiply x equal negative 48. So x will be negative 6. X times 9 equal negative 72. So x will be negative 8. X multiply 9 equal negative 45. So x will be negative 5. Negative 2 multiply 4 equal x multiply negative 4. So x will be 4. Here is a commutative property. Letter E, x multiply negative 13 equal negative 9 multiply 5 multiply negative 13. So x will be negative 9. X multiply 3 plus 5 in parentheses equal negative 12 multiply 3 plus negative 12 multiply 5. So he using distributive properties, so x will be negative 12. 2 multiply absolute value of x equals 6, so x will be 3 or negative 3 because x inside the absolute value. Negative 7x equal 28, so x will be negative 4 because negative multiply negative equal positive. 4 times 7 equal 28. 7 multiply x equal negative 49, so x will be negative 7. Negative 7 times 7 equal negative 49. Letter F. X times 7 times 8 equal negative 9 times 7 times 8. We can cancel 8 with 8, 7 with 7, so x will be negative 9. He was using assertive properties. 5 multiply absolute value of negative 17 equal 5 multiply x plus 7. So absolute value of negative 17 equals 17. 17 equal 7 plus 10 because we can cancel 5 with 5 here. Example is very important, okay? So you must be attention about this example. 5 multiplies absolute value of negative 7 equals 7. 5 times 7 equals 5 times 7. So x plus 1 equals 7 or x plus 1 equals negative 7. Positive or negative. So you must solve this equation. Okay, x plus 1 equals 7 or x will be equal negative 7. First, x will be 6. X will be 6. Again, we know x plus 1 equals 7 or x plus 1 equals negative 7. So if x plus 1 equals 7, so x will be 6 or x plus 1 equals negative 7, so x will be negative 8. Because negative 8 plus 1 equals negative 7. It's a very important example, okay? So x will be 6 or negative 8. X equals 6 or negative 8. Negative 32 divided x equals negative 4, so x will be 8. Because 32 divided by 8 equals 4 and negative divided positive equals negative. X multiply 9 plus 5 equal negative 4 multiply 9 plus negative 4 multiply 5 using distributive. So x will be negative 4. Question number 10. Using properties of multiplication is it to find 4 multiply negative 16 multiply 25. We can use in commutative property 4 multiply 25 multiply negative 16. Commutative property, okay? You can write commutative. Complete this word. You must keep this word in your mind, okay? Commutative. And then you can using associative property 4 multiply 25 in parentheses multiply negative 16. assistive. And then find the result. 4 multiplied 25 equal 100, multiply negative 16 equal negative 16, and we have double zero behind it, so the result will be negative 1600. Letter B. $50 multiply negative 27 multiply 2. We can write 50 multiply 2 multiply negative 27. This was commutative property. And then 50 multiply 2 in parentheses multiply negative 27. That's a positive property. 50 times 2 equal 100 multiply negative 27. So the result will be negative 27, and we can write double zero behind it, so the result will be negative 2700. Letter C. Negative 5 multiply 77 multiply 20. We can write negative 5 multiply 20 multiply 77. It was commutative property. And then negative 5 multiply 20 in parentheses multiply 77. It was associative property. The result will be negative 100 multiply 77 equal negative 77 and double zero behind it. So the result will be negative 7700. Letter D. To multiply 125 multiply negative 5 multiply 8. First we can use commutative property to multiply negative 5 multiply 125 multiply by 8. It was commutative property. And then to multiply negative 5 in parentheses multiply 125 multiply 8. It was associative property. To multiply negative 5 equal negative 10 multiply 125 times 8 equal 1000. So the result will be negative 1000. And write 0 behind it, so the result will be negative 10,000. Question 11. Use the distributive property to find 4 multiply negative 3 plus 4 times 5. We can write 4 out and in parentheses negative 3 plus 5. We can use the distributive property. 4 multiply negative 3 plus 5 equal 2, so 4 times 2 equal 8. Question letter P. Negative 6 times negative 7 plus 2 times negative 6. We know negative 6 in two terms, so we can write negative 6 out, multiply negative 7 and negative 6 and 2, sorry, plus 2 in parentheses. So the result will be negative 6 multiplied by negative 5, because negative 7 plus 2 equal negative 5. So the result will be 30. Negative times negative equal positive. It was distributive property. Letter C. Letter C. 102 times 15 plus 102 times negative 15. We know 102 was common between two terms, so we can write 102 out, and in parentheses we can write 15 and negative 15. We know 15 and negative 15 equals 0, because negative 15 is the inverse digit about 15. So 102 times 0 equals 0. Letter D. We know 115 times 98 plus 115 times negative 97. We have 115 repeating into term. We can write 115 out parentheses, and inside we can write 98 and negative 97. 115 multiply 1 equal 115. Distributive property. Letter E. Letter E, we solve it. Okay, letter F. 35 multiply 18. Negative 35 multiply 34 plus 35 multiply 17. We have 3 terms. So 35 we can write it out per fifth and write the result 18 subtract 34 plus 17. So 35 multiplied by 18 plus 17 subtract 34. 18 plus 17 equals 35. 35 subtract 34 equal 1. So the result will be 35. Question number letter G. 34 multiply 102. We can write 34 multiply 100 plus 2 and using distributive. No, 102 equal 100 plus 2, so we can write 34 multiply 100 plus 34 multiplied by 2, and then find the result. 34 times 100, 34 and double 0 behind it, so the result will be 3400 plus 2 times 34, 2 times 4 equal 8, 2 times 3 equal 6, equal 8 plus 0 equal 8, 6 plus 0 equal 6, and write 34 behind it. And what about letter H? 24 times 97. We can write 24 multiply 100 subtract 3. We can write 24 times 100 subtract 24 multiplied by 3 here. And then find the result about 24 times 100. 24 double 0 behind it, so the result will be 2400. Subtract 3 times 24, 3 times 4 equal 12, 2 and carry of 1, 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. 0 minus 2, we can find the result for 1. From 4 will be 3, 0 will be 10, subtract 1 will be 9, it will be 10, 10 minus 2 equal 8, 9 minus 7 equal 2, 3, and write 2 here. Question I. 54 multiply 113. We can write 10. Can write 113 about 113. Okay, and the next step we can using distributive property. 54 multiply 100 plus 54 multiplied by 13. The result will be 54 and right behind it double 0. 54 multiplied by 13. We can using distributive here. 54 multiplied by 10 plus 3. So the result will be 5400 plus 54 times 10 equal 540, and 54 multiplied by 3. 3 times 4 equal 12, 2 and the carry of 1. 3 times 5, 15 plus 1 equals 16. So the result will be 2 plus 0 equal 2, 6 plus 4 equal 10, 0 and the carry of 1, 2 plus 5 equals 7, 7 plus 4 equal 11, 1 and carry of 1, 5 will be 6. So the result will be 6102. And what about question J? Negative 14 multiply 99. 99 equal 100, subtract 1. So negative 14 multiply 100, negative 14 multiply 1. We're using distributive. Negative 14 2 parentheses. So the result will be negative 14 and double 0. Negative times negative equal positive 14. So the result will be negative 10 minus 4 equals 6. 9 minus 1 equal 8. 3 and 1, because negative 1400 plus 14 equal negative 1386. We have difference sign here, so we must difference about 2 digits. We will complete question 12 and 13 and 14 in another video. Okay, goodbye my students. You must study hard about all this example, okay, and put your result in your mind and use your properties to solve any example. Goodbye.